Question 1. In what ways does your media product use, develop, or challenge forms and conventions of real media products? My group and I used a whole load of different forms and conventions and loved looking at other big films to get inspiration. We particularly looked at common things you would see in thriller movies, as that is the genre we had chosen for our opening. Here we have a medium long shot which shows Verity being asleep or passed out in the church. In this shot you see the location and then you see the body in there, which I think is quite clever because you don't initially notice that the person's there. This effect is used in Silence of the Lambs when the girl is walking through the forest but you don't initially see her and you see the location first. So now we've got a close-up shot, and this is where Verity actually wakes up from what's happened to her. And we really wanted to show that she was quite distressed and she was panicked. So we made the shot quite blurry to portray what was going on in her head because she doesn't know where she is or how she got there. And we wanted the viewers to grasp that. Here we have a long shot, and this shows a bit more of the location from another angle. We wanted to do this to demonstrate that she really was alone in the situation, and we thought that that would intensify the fear that the audience would be feeling for her. We got inspiration from this from the Scream film, where it has, in the opening, it has the girl walking all the way around her house to demonstrate that she really is alone and by herself. So in terms of titles, we decided to make the titles fit into the overall wedding theme that we have running throughout our opening sequence. We got inspiration for the font of the titles from the film Drive because I think we found that they really stuck off the page and they were just a nice font. And we chose the white, obviously, to fit in with the wedding. Now we've got a long shot and you can really see the costume here and the fact that she's dressed up like a bride, and you can tell that she's definitely not sure as to why or how she got into the church. I don't think that this is a typical convention of a thriller film, but the fact that her makeup is wrecked and looks like she's been in the wars adds to the mysterious element of the opening. Here we have a high angle shot which we have tried to make look like CCTV footage. We wanted to make Verity look vulnerable, like someone's watching her. This effect is also used in The Hangover when they steal Mike Tyson's tiger. Here is the establishing shot of the long road. We wanted for this shot to look like she was coming from nowhere and didn't know where she was heading to. We as well wanted it to show how far she had ran. This fog complements the shot and really adds to the cinematography that the audience sees. They use this in the film of Mice and Men when George and Lenny are walking down the road. Here we have a medium long shot of Finley walking into the church. We wanted for the male character's identity to not be revealed in the opening sequence, as we wanted to leave the audience with questions for the rest of the film. Leaving the identity a secret is a common convention of a thriller film. It often happens in murder mysteries when the directors do not want to give away who did the murder until the end. Here we have an over-the-shoulder shot of Verity running towards the woods. I think this is my favourite shot of the opening, as you can really get a sense that there is someone chasing her from behind. We got inspiration from this shot from the film The Blair Witch Project, as it features many raw and handheld shots like this one. These next sequences we really wanted to portray Verity as being rather rushed in her movements and Finley as being calm. We did this by slowing down Finley's movement to show a difference between the two speeds. This definitely tells the viewer that Finley isn't worried about being slower, as he knows that he will catch her. I chose to leave the clips of Finley now to the altar blurred, which is again to make sure that we do not find out his identity. Here we have a tracking shot which follows the female character's movement around the woods. This type of shot is used in the film Insidious Chapter 2, where the camera follows the lady around the house in the opening sequence. This is a good shot to use as it lets the character guide you through the location. The woods in themselves have common conventions of thriller films, as they feature in a number of them, examples being Mama, Cabin in the Woods and Evil Dead. They definitely add a sense of mystery to a film, as it is always unclear what's inside. It's important to us that Verity's breathing was very prominent throughout the opening sequence, so that the audience could understand how terrified she is. Techniques like this are used in the film The Blair Witch Project and Paranormal Activity. We wanted to make sure that there was a definite connection between the phone and the tracker in her neck. We did this by having the phone show an X and then presenting the tracker and a beep. This type of link making is used in the film Casino Royale, where the phone reminds the viewer that the bomb is still in the airport.